Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. So today we're doing the level 15 rogue quest, Slave to the Code. Jack is determined to track down the remnants of the Jolly Merchants. Those last few Jolly Merchant bastards must be camped out somewhere in western La Nausea. Now, if I was a black-blooded, gill-grubbing slaver, where would I be hiding? There's naught to the west but the Sahagin pools. Even those bollocks for brains pirates know better than to trespass on fishback territory. And they won't want to chance running into patrols near Airport. So that just leaves us east, the flock. They'll likely be nestled down in the ruins out there amongst the dodos. That's where we'll try to pick up their trail. You head on over and snilch the place while I send word to the sisters and the Maelstrom. Snilch? That's the word we went with there? I mean, I guess maybe that is an actual word somewhere, but... If you do know that it's an actual word somewhere, please let me know. I'd love to know where. Thank you for freeing us. We've been tied up here since those awful pirates snatched us from our beds. Those are some interesting looking dodos we've got here, there, Illusion. No sign of the merchants, though, eh? Their leader mentioned heading over to Airport. He said something about there being no signal, and that was a signal that something was wrong. They just left us hobbled here like lambs for the market. One of them joked about keeping the meat unsullied in case there was trouble. Pray let us flee this place before they return. And who are you to just sidle in and set loose our Ardwan prizes, hmm? Twas the damnedest thing. We'd half a crew lodged in the airport, and not one of them survived that night. Done in by a couple of sneaky curs what favored the short blades, they say. I was supposing that was you two. Seems we've a bone to pick with our choice of trade. I can't say as I've much use for slavers except as a place to bury me knives. Oh, and I wouldn't bother yourself with waiting on your ship to come back neither. The Jolly Merchants are done for. You might have the right of it, lad. But then you wouldn't know the kind of coin the 3 healthy slaves like them ones will bring us. I'll have a new ship and a new crew before a single moon has passed. You hear that, chattel? You're each worth a shining bloody fortune, and you've me to thank for helping you learn your true worth. Ignore this bleeding sod. In fact, why don't you step back a ways? These guys are about to learn the consequences of breaking the code, and the discussion is likely to get messy. Did you not think we'd come for you? We can try to stifle your victim's screams in the darkmans, but the shadows are always listening. Underfoot is here to get Underfoot? Or at least I would if any bugger was left standing. You guys showed up a little late. That's a fine pile of corns. There's not for us to do. No scraps for latecomers. The last in me had a hunger. Thank you. I shudder to think what horrid fate awaited us had you not helped us to escape. I knew someone would come. You're just like the heroes in the stories. They would arrive at the perfect time and triumph over the villains. Do you think I could be a hero like you? I know I could be brave and strong too. I just know it. I don't want... You don't want to be like me, lad. Listen now. Me and those coves there, we're the ones that what the scary folk are afraid of, and that's because we keep the rules of the world for the world they live in. We don't much care if you shirk your chores or get into fights, but if you ever break the code and betray your mates, that's when we'll come after you, no matter how far you run or how well you hide. Live your life like the hero you want to be, though, and you'll never need worry about that. Aye, you two can stubble it and all. I assume you're the citizens who were abducted by the Jolly Merchants? I am Captain Malala of the Yellow Jackets. Maelstrom Command has entrusted me with conducting you to safety. It's alright, lad. These folks will take care of you. Go on, and you best not get left behind. Was there aught else, Captain? Word on a new job? A job? For me? For you? How patently absurd. Why I'd rather hire a sewer rat to mind my larder. Was it during one of those your jobs that you turned Elport into a slaughterhouse? What dark age is this that we must employ assassins to enforce the law? It is this continued dalliance with underworld miscreants such as you that prevents Limsa Lominsa from ever expunging the stain of piratical infection. Look at those weapons you bear. A slow-wise person uses such implements to carve meat or peel fruit, and leaves them at table where they belong. Do you perhaps clench them twixt your teeth as you swing over rails like the pirates you hunt? Our fair city has no place for those who refuse to abandon the brutish ways of the past. The only chambers of justice this nation requires are the valiant and forthright soldiers of the Yellow Jackets. Jack, what the hell bloody hells does this call want with us? I've not the foggiest idea, love. Just smile and nod. I've not come here to be patronized. I've come to put a decisive end to piracy in all its forms. Consider this visit a gauntlet thrown at the collective feet of the Rogues Guild. Heed well my words. Just before dawn this very morn, a maelstrom vessel stocked with provisions was boarded and looted by pirates. Much of the cargo was stolen, and that is vexing indeed. But it is the theft of 3 items in particular, 3 unique treasures of nigh incalculable worth, that must distress my martial colleagues. As for the brigands, they made well their escape, disappearing into the dawn's mist along with their precious plunder. A rumtail, what's it to do with us? I challenge you. A contest to reclaim those stolen treasures. Should my Yellow Jackets and I succeed in retrieving the greater share, I shall formally propose the abolition of the Rogues Guild. Upon review of our achievements, the Admiral will surely concede that your unscrupulous institution has outlived its usefulness. Ah, blow it out your waddle. I've better ways to spend me time. Oh, do you now? This incident constitutes a theft against the nation of Limsa Lominsa. Does that not violate your beloved code? If I'm not mistaken, you've no choice but to rise to the occasion. Unless, of course, you mean to slink back into your hole and abandon the fundamental precepts of your duty. All right, you screeching shrew. You've made your bloody point, and we'll be sorry that you did. I promise you that. Your paltry promises amount to naught in the face of my conviction. I shall not rest until Limsa Lominsa is free of every last buccaneer, scoundrel, and shadow-dwelling ne'er-do-well. What now, Jack? For right now, we head back to the sisters. Oh, I need to go here. Never mind. Why am I flying anywhere? It's unnecessary. Let me in. Let me in. For a wee lass, that Malolo's got some bollocks. It seems she's done well done with the art with what whiffs up a pirate stock. I don't take kindly to calls pulling me strings, but the shrew's right. The code's unbroken, and we've got a job to do. From the sounds of it, though, them coves knew what they were about when they cloyed them treasures. I'll need you at your best. Some you learned the art of mugging. Ref will call him just the right way, and he'll give up more than what you'd get if you just plain knocked him on his arse. Me and the lads will be busy whittling the story on them biting baubles, so you're free to head out and sharpen your skill. Might even be as you'll pocket some extra blunt while you're at it, eh? And so that was the level 15 rogue quest, Slave to the Code. Hopefully you enjoyed this little video here on YouTube. And hopefully we'll see you again sometime, again here with another video on YouTube, or maybe you'll come by and join us for one of our mini streams over on Twitch. Till then, though, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.